All right, so we had this Joy Taylor video that I uploaded not too long ago on the back of all of this news in regards to sexual assault allegation, workplace misconduct. It also involved one of the executors at Fox Sports and as well as Skip Bayless, right? But the number one person in question with the allegations is going to be Joy Taylor, and that is for a variety of reasons that I find very hilarious and very apropos. Now, what I want to go through over this video is some of the social media reaction, which the degree of mockery and clown that is going on over on social media, it needs to be studied. The internet stays absolutely undefeated. In this situation, this reigns true. But let me also say this as well, right? When I talk about perspectives on this channel in regards to lawsuits, allegations, right, I give credence that there are bad actors out there on the back of like Me Too movements that essentially have allowed innocent men to be guilty until proven innocent. Shout out to Johnny Depp. The list can go on and on and on, from mainstream actors to college institutions. Shout out to the Duke lacrosse team. Nevertheless, I think that it is very interesting now that we are several years removed from the hashtag #MeToo movement, and then also with this changing political organization to a much more conservative party, right? So when you think of like these left-leaning ideals of hashtag #MeToo, of feminism, right? That heir to the throne, so to speak, is no longer, and we have a changing of the guards. So now that we have these allegations, I think Joy Taylor is put in it, not only because she's the only woman that is named, which goes against this hashtag #MeToo garbage, but then also Joy Taylor has talked within the spirit of modern woman boss B that she had worked her way completely up to the top, and of course, bumping and grinding my way up to the top, disgusting. But these allegations go against that. Now, again, within all of these allegations, they're just allegations. And I think just as I do with the men up on this channel, I do with the women, innocent until proven guilty. I can't wait to see when there's going to be additional reactions from Fox News, or if there's going to be statements named by any of the people within the lawsuit. But only time will tell. But until then, we can go over the internet reaction while also bringing up other points that some of these comments will inevitably bring up. First one that I have here up at the top. So Joy Taylor wasn't going to come out and say, he R'd me, and y'all was going to believe it. This again speaks to exactly what I'm talking about when there's guilty until proven innocent. If she came out and said that the executive did XYZ allegation towards her, the internet would have completely believed it and ran forward with it. And why would you not believe it? He's an executive of a incredibly important and widely known media organization. Why would this Dixon fellow, why would he do that unless it was true, right? Hashtag believe all women. Give me a break. Anyway, let's keep going down. Whole timeline is filled with Joy Taylor jokes. Misogyny be damned. We can talk freely about these nefarious hoes. Now, again, a changing of the guard. And also, shout out, hashtag manosphere, if that's what you want to call it. Hashtag red pill. They say red pill is dying, but a lot of the things that the RP has been saying and has predicted is absolutely coming true. Again, it's only an allegation, but I'm so happy that the allegation has come out before the alleged, oh, he coerced me into giving up my cheeks in order to get this higher position. Joy Taylor was shitting on DeShaun Watson. The whole time it was a case of, and it has the Spider-Man meme of them pointing to each other. Back in the August of 2022, the NFL suspended DeShaun Watson for 11 games and fined him for $5 million for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy after more than 20 women alleged that Watson committed misconduct during massage therapy sessions. Now, again, this happened to him only after an allegation. Nothing had been proven, but he got suspended. I wonder if Fox Sports is going to suspend the people in the lawsuit with those incredible allegations the same way that the NFL suspended DeShaun Watson. I think man or woman, to fire someone or to ruin someone's career based off of something that was alleged, right? Like, hasn't been proven yet. It's not been seen in a court of law yet. Is absolutely insane to me. Like, yeah, you can suspend him for some amount of time to deal with the allegations, but to go ahead and fine him for $5 million at the point of allege is absolutely incredible. Anyway, Joy Taylor had these things to say. Mind you, this is posted to her Facebook.
They did not. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. 6 games seems to have some bit of precedent when you consider Ezekiel Elliott and Ben Roethlisberger. But I would argue, as I've argued from the beginning, which is why I felt like it should have been at least a year, that there is no precedent for this type of situation when you consider the number of people involved in the situation. She says DeShaun Watson's pattern of behavior was egregious.
She said,
and that behavior
alleged.
was nonviolent sexual conduct. What does that mean? Now, we've all read the stories of what allegedly happened in these situations.
Okay.
It's not consensual. Just because it's nonviolent does not mean that it was consensual. In her own words, she is saying, in these 4 cases that were presented to me, there was egregious behavior that was non-consensual sexual misconduct. How do you land on 6 games? Just by the precedent alone with Ben Roethlisberger and Ezekiel Elliott, you're twice that because you looked at 4 cases. The other thing that I think is insane is that he has to get all of his massages from club personnel. I mean, how you slip that line in and then demands that you are innocent or that there was no kind of misconduct here.
There was no precedent for the DeShaun Watson ruling. I do not believe that they will appeal it, and I don't think that they should. We got our answers about what happened and what the consequences for treating women like that are. Oh, okay. So based off of something that is alleged, you think that it should have been a year. Interesting. Should it be a year for you based off of what was alleged? Or do you find yourself here going gung-ho on this hashtag #MeToo woman sister code bullshit when it's not you that has the lawsuit filed against you? It is the rule for thee, but not for me. Joy Taylor, after having S with executives while telling women that they need to work harder to get where they want to be.
Started this shit brick by brick. It's my shit.
Right.
Ownership over all these
Whole timeline is filled with Joy Taylor jokes. Misogyny be damned. We could talk freely about these nefarious hoes now. I've been up here on my platform talking about them for years now, all right? We crawled so y'all could walk. Go on ahead. Enjoy yourselves. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this in a matter. All right, let me stop. The lawsuit says Joy Taylor was nothing but a bartender and a random radio host. All of a sudden, she's the host of a big show on Fox Sports. Her husband divorced her after finding out she was getting her cheeks cracked by the Fox Sport execs. Talking about Dixon. Not Eddie Winslow. Y'all ain't shit. Nobody. Narasan Faraja is the woman making all of these alleged claims. Let's keep going. Taylor Rooks watching her girl Joy Taylor get dragged. Now, Taylor Rooks also works on Fox Sports, I believe. I believe she's an anchor. But they actually had a podcast, and I went over this previously. That's her down there. Now, what I find so interesting about this, during this whole podcast, they were talking about how there's women that will just throw everything away for a guy who's like tall, dark, and handsome and makes a lot of goddamn money, which in context and in hindsight is hilarious because that's essentially what she's being accused of. But Taylor Rooks actually says something very interesting at the end of all that right here. Let's listen in.
My favorite hypothetical, because it's so ridiculous, is when you ask anybody if they would do something outrageous for like $1 million.
Okay.
And they say no.
Would you F your boss for $1 million? Let's just use that as a hypothetical. Let's go.
It's like, okay, would you do it for $2 million?
Would you do it
for what's the number? Like anytime you add money into a hypothetical, people love feeling good about themselves by saying that they wouldn't do it for the money, but it's literally only because it's a hypothetical. If you saw this $1 million in front of your face and I said, do this, are you doing it? So I don't even know if hypotheticals are real indicators of the situation that's being discussed. Because I'm starting to think people only use hypotheticals to lie about the circumstance.
Why you telling on your homegirl like this? This is some truly demonic shit. No, Taylor Rooks. Some people don't do that. Some people do have a monetary cutoff. We have souls. We have morals. But, for the majority of us, we're not in the entertainment business, which seems devout of souls, which seems devout of morals, of integrity. Seems like y'all do whatever y'all want to do in order to make it to the top. It's a damn shame. Joy Taylor ain't allowed to have guy friends at work while she climbs the company ladder. Why my man Travis Hunter catches strays in all of this, all right? He's young. Let the young man grow. I'm just kidding. At the point that you are presented with as much money as he is, you need to stop being a damn simp or be ready to lose all of it. Let's continue. The excuses that are going to be made for Joy Taylor are going to be wild. Now, if you check across social media, women are generally quiet regarding this situation, but I think why? This is the exact opportunity that you should be holding her accountable, speaking up. If this isn't your representation of what woman or womanhood is, then speak up for that and separate yourself. It is the exact time to not be quiet. Do not let the sister code hold you into that matrix. That line of code needs to be deleted. Joy Taylor pulling up the Fox tomorrow. Not Brittany Renner in the Muslim attire. Skip Bayless watching everyone focus on Joy Taylor's alleged shenanigans in that lawsuit instead of his. Yeah, it's actually crazy. The Boys is a great show. All right. This was actually the part of the show where this superhero killed someone that disagreed with him. And instead of getting the boos that he expected, they started to cheer. But just as I said before, there's multiple factors why people are more so focusing on Joy Taylor's. And I think probably the main one is that she allegedly was cheating on her husband with a man that in the future, a man of status, money, power, got her a promotion, that in the future she would try to commit assault allegations against. And then finally, you got some of the simps with trolls down up in there talking about she did nothing wrong. I stand by her. I guess this is her in bathing suit photos. Hey, listen, for women everywhere, this is going to set y'all back a couple of decades in media if this shit is true. Hopefully not for y'all. You know what I mean? I'm still riding for you. Hopefully one woman screwing her way up to the delicious top is not going to hold all of y'all back. But, only time will damn tell. Anyway, those are the couple of comments that I want to go through here today. Twitter is going absolutely ablaze, and I am exceptionally here for it. After years of men having their lives destroyed prematurely due to allegations, we now have this new case. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to give you guys as many updates as what I possibly can as they come to light. So keep locked to the channel. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Me, go to turtlesandreviews@gmail.com. Guys, what do you guys think? Leave me your comments down below. Maybe I'll go live about this and we'll have future conversations where you can come up. We can talk about it. Maybe there's some things that I have missed. Come inform me as well as the community. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.